canceled completely.
Okay.
We got some tea to spill.
Wow.
Tanacon was a lot.
Okay, where do we begin?
We left around 6. We live near LA. It took us 2 hours to get here. We got here and we go to the line, and the line is wrapped around like the parking lot in the hotel in the outside area.
We're doing this. Do you see how burnt I am? We'll get to that later.
Yeah, this is a whole... We went up to 3 different security guards and asked them if there were separate lines for VIP or for general admission, just so that the people who paid $75 would be sure to get in. Basically, they all said no. It's all just one big line, and then they separate you by last name, I guess, when you get to the front.
Which wasn't true either.
Which didn't happen. So, we wait in this line, this long-ass line, for 6 hours.
All right, y'all. So we started at this line back behind that truck 4.5 hours ago. The line is still wrapped around everywhere, and now we're in a line.
Or not the line.
Just to get in.
We finally get to the front. We get through and get like our passes and everything. Then there's a separate line after you get your badges just to get inside.
We got our passes finally after 4.5 hours, and we're still in line to get inside, and they're not even letting people inside, and the convention ends in like 3 hours, so we will have been standing in line for longer than we've been in the convention. So.
For real. So, which, okay, mind you, sorry, this is really concerning to me. And Tana, if you see this, before you go in, there's security. There was like 4 security guards patting people down, like had a metal like wand to like make sure nothing was in their pockets or anything. By the time we got to the front, there were no security guards. Nobody was checking anything. Like
they had given up on like just patting people down and everything. They weren't even there anymore.
Tana's been tweeting about safety concerns and like having 20,000 people there. Okay, well, come on. Like that's pretty concerning that after like so much time that you're not checking anyone,
pat anyone down or anything anymore.
Like that's really dangerous. So for someone who's like so concerned about safety, you're not really you're not really trying that hard, if I'm being honest, which like it necessarily isn't her fault, but it's her staff's fault. Or Good Times and Peeps.
Or it was Veeps, I think.
Veeps, Peeps. Those are like those fucking like
marshmallow. So we wait 6 hours, we're waiting in this line, and then they get up, this girl from the Good Times team gets up in front of everyone and basically says that the event is canceled.
There seems to be some miscommunication going on, so if you guys would love to listen, I would like to inform you of what's going on. Today, it has been canceled completely. There will be no one entering the building unless you have a hotel card. Tomorrow the event will continue.
We waited in line for 6 hours.
hours. We were
in
so
the burning
close.
sun, heat.
Literally, that is why like
sunburned.
Like it doesn't seem like much, but like it hurt.
We honestly saw so many people like in line that were like on the verge of passing out from the heat. Like it was just ridiculous.
To say that there's 20,000 people there when we're not going to name names, but one of your staff told us in line there was really just 13,000. Yeah. Which is still a lot, but that's like a big difference.
Yeah, that was a jump to be like, there's 20,000 people here, and then the staff, we were like, oh yeah, like Tana said that there was 20,000. He was like, no, there's not. There's 13. No. Like we checked in 13,000 people. Like there's not 20,000.
To say that there's 15,000 people without tickets, I could promise you that everyone there had a ticket. We did not run into one person who didn't have a ticket who tried to sneak in.
Their ticket. No one was sneaking in. That's the thing too. No one was rioting. No one was sneaking in. Like
until they announced it was canceled.
Yeah, until they said that it was canceled, and people realized that they had just wasted an entire day like standing in line for nothing, which I feel like people have a right to be upset for. Literally. So like that's when people started going crazy. That's when people started rushing like to try and get in. People started chanting they wanted a refund. Refund! 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 No! I'm mega claustrophobic. No! People started rushing the back entrance because there was like creators coming out. She had mentioned in a live stream that we watched when we were on our way back to our hotel from the event, she had said that
there were also separate lines as well. There was a VIP line and a free ticket line so that everyone who paid was in, and then everyone who was ticketed was in.
Which didn't happen.
Mind you,
everyone was in the same line. There was no 2 separate lines. There were people who paid money that never got in, like us.
Speaking of which, I think that that's just an excuse because, okay, there are cards, which are the VIP, orange cards. Literally everybody had these cards. I saw like 2 people at most with the yellow cards, which was general, like the free tickets that were always sold out.
I feel as if the VIP tickets were definitely oversold because everyone there was VIP. There was hardly any general admission people.
It's not that we didn't mind waiting for so long. I mean, like we did towards like when it got closer to 6 hours. But like hearing that it got canceled and that they're not going to let us in.
Once everyone was rioting and everything, they were kicking everyone out, and there was still like a huge mob by the front entrance, and they were letting some people just walk straight through the convention to the front lobby so that they could go out that way.
But like if we're being honest, like we wanted to go in. We wanted to see at least what was going on. Like So Brittany, like she somehow like went past the guard that cut the line off. So she went around him. She's seen me walk. I'm a pretty big person. So like I tried that, and he was like, "No, the line's off." And I looked at him and I said, "No."
He's like, "No."
So I said no, and I'm like, "I'm going in." So I went in,
and then he was just like,
and the guy was like, whatever. So
we both went in, and there were security guards all the way down the hallways, just going like, keep going, keep moving,
going,
go to the front, go to the lobby, get out, basically.
But then there was one security guard
security guard that came in so clutch. He was like, go, go. He was pointing to the main entrance. He was like, just go, just go. Oh shit! You're a fucking real one. Oh shit!
And there was like this like concert going, like it was the main stage.
Performances. The vlog squad came out and Big Nick performed. Like everyone was performing this music. The Gabby show, she came out and performed.
It turned into a shit show, but is anybody surprised? Say what you mean out loud. Drowning in silence when I'm lost in the crowd.
They told everyone outside that it was canceled. But in reality, it was still going on.
Yeah,
and they were just trying to get people to leave, really. Anyway, so then like 30 minutes like goes by like in this concert. Like they told us like, okay, like fire marshal's here, like we have to clear the building because of it's at capacity. Like I didn't really know what to expect from this because I've never been to VidCon or really any YouTube convention before.
Same.
But I expected a lot more, and I didn't expect it to end with her staff coming out telling us that it like they had to cancel it for the day, which like I in a way I get it, but I also think that that was not like the right approach. Low-key, the staff member we talked to, I don't know if you remember this, but he said they've only been planning it for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, which is crazy to me. Like, come on, really? 3 weeks? Like, to swap it together? Like, that's kind of why. I expected a lot more. But I love Tana still.
I love Tana. Like, don't get us wrong.
And, I really love her. It's just, like, you know, that I know it didn't go as planned.
It's just a frustrating situation for everyone.
And I could tell, like, her staff was really frustrated. And like some of the other creators, like when we went in there for like that little performance, like you could tell they were just trying not to like think about it. Like, you know, they were still keeping the vibe up. But it's just like, I really wish a lot more thought went into it.
Yeah.
I just think it was more of a like, let's backstab VidCon, and like not much of the logistical stuff went into it. What they've been saying is that they didn't know that this many tickets were sold, which is crazy to me because clearly if they could tell how many free ones were sold and when that had to be sold out, you'd think they would have been paying attention to the VIP
cut off
ones.
VIP, yeah.
But like, Tana, if you see this, I highly doubt it because you never see my DMs. But I love you. Like,
we love you.
Honestly, like, and I really hope tomorrow goes better. All right. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Highlight of my day, honestly. Let me tell you about life real quick. It's a bitch.
And then you die.